The provincial government in KwaZulu-Natal says they are working around the clock to fix damaged infrastructure, but patience is running out after the floods. Some residents saying it's just taking far too long. Our reporter Linda Kuhle is in Durban and joins us now. Good evening, Linda. Many discussions being had, not only about how to repair the damage, but the impact of climate change and what to do to make sure floods in the future are not as devastating.
That's right, Sally. There is a lot of frustration from residents in terms of services that are supposed to be provided to them. But we do know the devastation of the floods in the last 2 weeks was quite severe in terms of infrastructure. And this includes water and electricity. But you are having communities that are up in arms now. We've seen many protests even in the early stages just after the devastation of the floods. But essentially, it's people that are calling on a swift response when it comes to government repairing their services in terms of water and electricity. And as right now, I'm joined by, in fact, the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini, Ubabupilani Mavundla, just to get a sense really of some of those frustrations. Of course, we are going to throw forward to where we are, which is a climate change dialogue sort of event. But let's start in terms of, Baba, what we are hearing from the ground. Siyahogela Njuguthi, there are some people that are frustrated. You were in some communities in Utongati, and we even heard that you were in a hostage situation. But just give us a sense really of those frustrations you are getting from the ground and where you really held against your will in terms of that community in Otongati.
Kabasha, let's greet the South African and the Bantu Basetegwini in particular. Oh yes, the communities are getting to a point where it seems as if they can't take it no more. You get to a situation where you don't have water for a week, you can't cross the road the way you normally used to travel. You try to flush, that doesn't go where it's supposed to be going. Even our mortuaries are starting to get to a point where they're calling on us to have some way of supplying them with water. But zooming into yesterday's situation, yesterday we got a call around midday that was requesting us to come and address a very angry community. We headed that call and we went there. Within 3 hours we were there. And then we realized that the situation was not what we thought it was. Over 1,000 community members fighting, saying, you know what, we need answers. When are we going to have water out of our tap? And you can really not give a straight answer at the moment sitting where we are, because our engineers, our war room, we're trying to find the best, quickest solution, but that will be the best and that will last. You know, it must be resilient in the situation that we are faced with. But they couldn't have any of that. They needed answers. So basically, we ended up agreeing with them that, fine, let's think out of the box. What we're going to do, we'll try to charge the reservoirs, which is what we've been doing the whole day. One reservoir in particular today, I think we use about 100 water tankers to fill it up. Now, that will be able at least to take care of about 25% of the community. That covers 2 reservoirs. We still got 6 more to go. We're hoping that in the next 2 days, the situation will stabilize. We are using our tankers. We've been using our Jojo tankers. But it's just that the community are saying, some of us, we're staying where you're on the 4th or you're on the 5th story of the flat. It's difficult to go down and fetch the water and so on. Some of them, they're saying, when the water tankers come during the day, we are at work. By the time we come back, we don't have water, we can't cook. We understand their frustration. Unfortunately, we understand what has happened. We are just there trying to do our level best to give the answer to the situation of Otongati, because that is the most affected area. We are saying to get our plant working, we're talking easy 4 to 5 months. But we are trying to have something in between that will assist the people. Where we're going in a way of water shedding, that they may have the water maybe for 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours in the evening. That's the way we're going. And by this coming Tuesday, I need to have given them a clear answer on that one.
All right, Baba. I think we're out of time, but we're here. We'll keep on engaging in terms of some of the things that you've just covered now. Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor of eThekwini, just giving us a sense of the frustrations they are feeling on the ground when it comes to people being impatient about some of the infrastructure that's been damaged. They've been left without water, they've been left without electricity, and they are saying they want water now. But of course, the response is they'll have to wait a bit longer, but there are plans that are going on the background in terms of mitigating against this waiting period.
Very briefly, Linda, just give us more details about this hostage situation you asked the Deputy Mayor about. Just how tense did things get?
Well, things were a bit tense. We did get alerts that the Deputy Mayor could not leave that area in Otongat, and this is because of the fact that the residents were angry and they were saying, we want solutions and we want them today. He's covered a number of reasons why they wanted, that particular mayor not to leave, but the Deputy Mayor is telling us that they've had to come up with a solution right there and then for them to actually be let go. He did not concede that he was actually held up, but he said that they were forced to come up with solutions at that point in time.
All right, thank you so much. That was our reporter in Durban, Linda Guhle. Still to come, we're going to be speaking to the Mayor of Cape Town. Of course, Cape Town's heading into its rainy season. They have rain in winter. They are really worried about what floods might do, and they're trying to put plans in place right now.